Genji's mobility is a key part of his kit, and that is something that a lot of people don't really pick up on. A lot of new players, especially new players, don't really use him to the best of his ability. Yes, they use his abilities, but they don't know exactly what to do. They don't know where they should be positioned. They don't know what they should do. They don't know what the best things are. So hopefully in this video, I will be able to show you guys what the best things to do are, where you should position, how you should position, hopefully explain a little bit more about why Genji is the way that he is, and why pro players play him so much differently from even diamond level players. So Genji should always be building his ult. That is the main thing that Genji needs to do. How does Genji build his ult? Well, he needs to get shurikens off, and he needs to get the kills, obviously. But he shouldn't be trying to go in for kills on an entire team of people, right? If you shift into an entire team of people, you're gonna be in a very, very bad spot. What you want to do is you want to get into a good flanking position, preferably off the ground, and then poke at people. You want to get higher than where they are, and then you want to poke down at them, or you want to come from a very, very unsuspecting angle. That's what this video is aimed to do, is I want to get into some unsuspecting angles. I want to show you guys some cool Genji flanks and Genji positions that you may not know about, or just may have forgot about, or may not use too much. So the first one that we're going to cover is Eichenwald. My favorite flank in the entire game right now is Eichenwald, right? So what you do is you run up to the wall, the stone wall, climb it, use your double jump to the left, and then shift, and then hold left so you fall on, and you can actually land behind the enemy, and you can hit them consistently, and it's awesome for splitting attention, right? They have to focus on you, or you're going to get a lot of free ult charge. They have to designate somebody to actually come and kill you, and you're Genji, so you can get away from people a lot. Plus, you have packs all around you in this position. I say all around you. You have, I think, 3 back the way you came, you know, behind where you came out at. The next one is Volskaya Industries. All you have to do on this one is just peek that corner to make sure that nobody's there, and then you just double jump and then blade dash over there. This gets you behind the entirety of the enemy team. Sometimes there's somebody watching it, but not often, so you can get a ton of free poke. And then from there, you can hit pretty much everybody. You definitely want to take the high ground whenever you can to get your poke off, and you can poke from all different angles, and that should be your goal. Right, so this one we're actually going to kind of go through the entire map, because this one is Watch Point Gibraltar, and a lot of Genjis don't really play this one that well, I've noticed. So the first thing you want to do is you want to climb the wall, get on the bridge, come over here, and you're going to start poking out at people. Once that's done, or nobody's up there, you can poke down at those people. You can come over here. This is a huge spot because you have a little bit of cover. You can hit the snipers from over there, and then you can hit anybody below you, obviously. The next part is you can actually do a double jump to get over to the other side so that you can actually get into sniper's path. Then what you can do is you can actually come out here, and you want to get onto the space shuttle here in a second, or I think space shuttle, I don't know, jet, whatever it's called. You want to get up there so you can poke down on people. Keep in mind, guys, whenever you have your ulti up, you definitely want to go in with that ulti, but these are just poking positions, really good positions for Genji to kind of poke at people with, or from. Once you come to the back of the shuttle, you have 3 places that you can poke pretty easily, 3 doors, and you're in high ground. Once you come out the top left door of that area, you can actually poke across. There's multiple places to do this from, like you're seeing right now. Then you want to jump down, and what you're going to do is you're going to end up climbing up this wall right here. You're going to double jump onto this and then climb over it so that you yet again can see pretty much the entire team, and you're on high ground. Genji can pretty much do this the entire game. And you know, move around to these, like this platform right here, not a lot of people know about, but you can still hit people from it, and it's a pretty good place to sit. Also, farther back is this place. Really, really good chance that you're gonna, you know, get a lot of damage off, and then people are gonna actually focus you a little bit more, splitting attention away from your team. So Genji positioning on Hanamura is super simple. You climb the wall, you blade dash up top, you're in a really good place to poke now. That is the biggest thing with Hanamura, right? That's how you get through the choke, is you want to climb that, and then you want to immediately get up here. You have 2 big packs and 1 small pack around you that you can use. The Genji wall jump is something that may be useful to some of you guys. All you do is you want to dash through, and then you come over here, and assuming that people are going to like collapse on you, you can just climb that wall, and you'll be over here. so you can kind of shoot people from that side or flank around this. You wanna kind of flank behind. In Temple of Anubis, you can actually get on a ton of places, so you're actually gonna have to mess with this one. I can't show you all of them. I can show you a few of them, the ways that I usually go. So you can climb up on the wall. If Symmetra has her turrets in here, you can climb up the other side of the wall and still get a decent amount of poke off, or just flank from there. You can get up in this area I'm in right now, and you can also flank behind through the same way if there's a sniper, because snipers like to sit up there, where I'm throwing shurikens just now. You can have a lot of poke there, and then what you'll see in a second is that I'll actually jump to my left, and I'll get to where a lot of snipers like to sit also. So as you can see from right now, you can tell how many places you can actually go to. And I'm actually going to kind of jump over to a lot of them. So this place is one place that nobody, or very few people, like to go or know about. And then you can actually go down the stairs and poke from behind. And I try to go out here, but yeah, this is a really good place for Genji because it's there's a lot of different levels, and he can move pretty much without touching the ground in this area. Another really good place to go is you double jump and climb up here, and you have kind of an open way of looking at this this point 2, this point B, I guess. And then I like to sit on these pillars over here and kind of shoot in. Obviously, this won't always work, and people are gonna see you, pay attention to you. The last one that I'm gonna show you is on Zheng Tower. This is a really good one for getting simple poke off, and I use it quite a bit. So once you jump, all you do is wall climb, and then just you can land on this place and you can shoot down at people. A lot of people don't look up here, so you can get a lot of poke off, especially when the enemy is kind of grouping outside of the spawn. But you can also have a really good view into the area you're trying to take. Not to mention, you can jump in between these two windows, and it'll do wonders for you guys. You know, that's what Genji's all about, is knowing the places that you can be to do some damage and get your ult charge. Everything that Genji does is based around, you know, finishing off kills and building his ult charge, right? Because he has one of the strongest ultimates in the entire game. I mean, if you nano blade, forget about it. You're gonna kill the entire team. It's super simple to do. I mean, it's a great thing, right? So that's the end of the whole positioning and tips and tricks and whatever else you wanna call this video. I really didn't have too much of an idea about what to call it, because I was just kind of going over like the positioning of Genji, the things that you can use, the way that you can use the map to your advantage, right? That's the best thing that you can do to the map, or with the map, is you can get into these weird places that people don't necessarily expect you to be, and you can get a couple of pokes off. Right, if you're on Hanamura up on that top building, you can poke constantly there. People have to pay attention to you, and it splits attention. That's what your goal as Genji is you want to split attention, and then you want to hit those kills. Right, so don't take my word for it. I didn't show you all the spots because I didn't want to make this a 30-minute video, but try these out by yourself, right? Go on an empty map with yourself on skirmish mode, and just kind of jump around the map and get the feel for the map, because there's a lot of maps like this that'll feel really good as you're moving through them, and then there's some maps that'll feel kind of clunky, right? Like whenever you're jumping through them and trying to get these flanks. So that's what you want to work on, is you want to go in and you want to get these maps so they feel good, so they feel a lot better than they did when you first started, and you want to get used to that Genji mobility. Same thing with Hanzo to an extent. He obviously can't get to all of these places. He can't do the Eichenwald flank or anything like that, but he can get up high, much like you can on Temple of Anubis, and you can get some interesting shots in. Again, Temple of Anubis is a huge one, so like I didn't even cover the places, right? Whenever I climb up on the arch initially, or from the arch initially, I didn't climb up there. On the right of that, there's actually more places that you can go and climb on and kind of stand on and shoot across from. So definitely check that out. But that's what it comes down to at the end of the day, is the more you know about Genji, the more you know about his mobility, the more you know about the maps, the better Genji you're going to be, right? Everything else can be learned a little bit quicker, like his damage and everything. Once you're used to that, you're used to that. But what can actually make you a lot better is knowing these maps and knowing these flanking routes and knowing how to take advantage of the maps and to get yourself into a really good position. Anyway, guys, if you liked the video or hated the video, let me know in the comments why. Let me know if you disagree with me. Don't forget to leave a like as always and subscribe, because it means so much and it helps my tiny channel grow. And then the last thing is check out my Twitch. I am actually streaming a little bit, not necessarily Overwatch just for fun, just having some fun on Twitch. So if that's something you're interested in, check that out. But until next time, guys, as always, peace.